It's the BS Show with Master Chef Jessica Reynolds. Featuring the comedy of Chris Fleming, the musical talents of Evan Samuels, Alex Billowitz, Stephen Joseph, and Kevin Strang, and your host, Bill Stitson.
For coming. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry we started a little bit late. We had a lot of technical difficulties. The show before us ran over quite a bit, and we didn't get the studio until, well, anyway. Hopefully that won't happen in the future, but we still have a really good show planned for you. We got it packed tight, full of guests. Unfortunately, we won't be able to address any serious news issues because of all the performances we have. Also, one more thing. There was a slight change to the program last minute. Instead of having all those guys perform musically, like we said, we're still going to have Kevin Strang, but he will be accompanied only by Alex Werson. Big hand for Alex. And we've got Chris Fleming. Chris Fleming's on the show tonight. Yeah. I know. It's crazy. I know, and he's got like such a fun. I know half of you are actually here to see him, and half of you are here because you saw the posters, and all of you have no idea who I am. All of you, everyone watching, I don't know. Either that or all of you do know who I am, and that's because my friends are the only ones watching. I don't know. We'll see. So basically, it's this is sort of a very casual, informal news show with some performances thrown in to make it a little more interesting. This week, we happen to have actually a little bit of news thrown in to dull down the performances. Whatever, I think it'll work. So the first item, even though I said we wouldn't have a lot of news, this is kind of important. This is something we need to address. Oh, by the way, illustrator John Batch in the command room. Big hand for John Batch. Yeah, so we got John Batch back there, so you don't have to listen to me and fall asleep. You can sort of pay attention to what he's doing and ignore me entirely. Big news on campus right now, big news. Sadly, with the disuse of Moore Hall, the transportation department is going to come to an unceremonious end this year, unfortunately. And there's a lot of talk going around campus, trying to figure out what's up with that, what's going on. What's the problem, people? Why can't we have buses? How am I going to get to Wilton Mall? I don't drive. I'm environmentally friendly. So I thought I'd have an interview with the president and ask him what was going on. So I have a clip to show you guys, not that president. I had an interview with the president, and that's just uncalled for. I'm talking about... Right. I'm talking about an entirely different president, okay? You may all know him as President Bill Clinton. And I thought, since he's actually still... Okay. He's still some people's presidents in their minds, mostly the left, who can't imagine the cowboy's president now. But I think he's level-headed. I think he keeps his cool. I think he has good, objective information to offer us. So I'm just going to stop talking and offer you guys this interview.
Mr. President, thank you for joining us on the show. Your fans will really appreciate your being in China. I'd like to talk to you about the college buses. What does the transportation department's budget look like?
Well, this year we had we had $7.3 billion as of this morning.
What are you joking?
Now, this is over a multi-years. These are up to 10-year commitments.
$7 billion? I mean, the new dining hall doesn't even cost that much. I mean, that gift we got from the dead guy was like, what, $42 million?
And we will have another 100 commitments come in, maybe more, and we'll probably raise another, I would say at least another $1 billion probably before it's over. We've got a lot of commitments still in process.
So, with so many commitments, so many people riding the buses, why get rid of the department?
Once I looked at the economic data, the new data, after I won the election, I realized that I would have to work much harder to reduce the deficit and therefore would have less money in my first year or two to invest in things I wanted to invest in. Pass a budget that gives millions of kids a chance to have after-school programs and has a huge increase in college aid at home.
I understand. Budget cuts all over the place. I mean, we're not like Williams College. What do they get, like $1 billion endowment?
I think that, for one thing, really rich people have always given money away. I mean, you know, they've endowed libraries and things like that. This is the unique thing about this age is, first of all, you have a lot of people like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett who are interested in issues at home and around the world that grow out of the nature of the 21st century and its inequalities. The income inequalities, the healthcare inequalities, the education inequalities. So all these things together mean that people with real money want to give it away in ways that help people that before would have been seen only as the object of government grants or loans.
You're talking about scholarship opportunities. You're a big believer in financial aid?
Sure. To advocate democracy and reform in the Muslim world? Absolutely.
What?
So you have to concentrate on fewer things. So if I say, look, we're going to work on the economic empowerment of poor people, on fighting AIDS and other diseases, on trying to bridge the religious and political differences between people, and on trying to, you know, avoid the worst calamities of climate change and help to revitalize the economy in the process, I can actually do that.
I don't expect you to cure AIDS, sir. I just want the buses back. I mean, all those other campus issues are, you know, certainly relevant, but why leave Moore Hall anyway? We've got a record number of freshman triples.
It was a perfectly legitimate question, but I want to know how many people in the Bush administration you asked this question of.
You're insane. He's not president of
But
Skid
I want to
Row.
know how many people
I
in the
asked
Bush
you, and
administration you
that's
asked this.
all. Moore is gone now. The dorms are overcrowded, and the buses are barely limping to get kids where they want to go. Why even bother phasing out the department? Why not just hack it off all at once?
Would have shown the weakness if we'd left right away.
People are losing their jobs.
That's just a bunch of bull. That was about Muhammad Adid, a Muslim warlord, murdering 22 Pakistani Muslim troops.
Seriously, cut that out. You go off on these tangents.
It set off on a tear because you didn't formulate it in an honest way, and because you people ask me questions you don't ask the other side.
Would you like a popsicle?
No, I want to finish this.
Ice cream. You like soft serve ice cream?
No.
Good, because there is none. What the hell happened to the soft serve machine?
I authorized the CIA to get groups together to try to kill him.
You bastard!
What did I do? I worked hard to try to kill him. I authorized the finding for the CIA to kill him. We contracted with people to kill him. I got closer to killing him than anybody's gotten since.
What was it? Another one of your budget cuts? Why didn't you work something out with dining services? Go in there, make some kind of a plan.
They refused to certify. So that meant I would have had to send a few hundred special forces in and helicopters refueled at night. All I'm asking is, anybody that wants to say I didn't do enough, you read Richard.
I don't read books.
But at least I tried. That's the difference in me and some, including all the right-wingers that are attacking me now. They ridicule me for trying. They had 8 months to try. They did not try. I tried. So I tried and failed. Well, you guys try to create the opposite impression when all you have to do is read Richard Clark's findings and you know it's not true. It's just not true.
I'm just asking the questions that aren't everybody's
There's a
mind.
reason it's on people's minds. That's what I'm trying to make. There's a reason it's on people's minds because there's been a serious disinformation campaign to create that impression. And they put a poison pill in it that we wouldn't pass, like taking the job rights away from 170,000 people. And it's a big load of hooey.
It's not hooey. It's about people's jobs and getting kids reliable transportation where they want to go. I mean, what are we going to do? Walk? Ride a bike? Do I look like high exercise?
You got that little smirk on your face and you think you're so clever.
Here's a question that's in everybody's mind. Where are we holding Morbid Ball this year? Halloween is that time of year where kids get to dress up like dead people or whores and go out and get trashed. Do you want to take that away from us?
Yes, I really, but I don't mean, that sounds sort of morbid when you say it like that. I mean,
Of course it's morbid.
I think the question is, what's the best way to do it? I think also the question is, how do you educate people about democracy? Democracy is about way more than majority rule. Democracy is about minority rights, individual rights, restraints on power, and there's more than one way to advance democracy.
You think we are mature enough to handle that kind of freedom? Do you think that you have the right and the power to grant us that? I mean, they started cracking down on us last year. They canceled the naked run.
But do I think on balance that in the end, after several bouts with instability, look how long it took us to build a mature democracy. Do I think on balance it would be better if we had more freedom and democracy? Sure I do. And do I think specifically the president has the right to do it? Sure I do.
So to hell with all the other administration. Glotzbach's calling the shots now.
But yeah, but the way I said it, the tone in which I said it was actually almost whimsical and humorous. That is, this is what I love to do. It is what I think I should do.
Mr. President, one more question. Are you going to be participating in the Outing Club's hunt? What does your team look like?
We've got 9 Iraq War veterans. We've got President Reagan, Secretary of the Navy, a 3-star admiral who was on my National Security Council staff, who also fought terror, by the way.
But that's like 11 people. The Outing Club's rules clearly state you can only have...
Their job's to beat us. I like that about Rove. But our job is not to let them get away with it, and if they don't, then we'll do fine.
Kevin Strang and Alex Worsen.
Woo.
Delicate is he who loves the aspect of his fleshy clothes, the flying fabric stitched on mold. Thank you.
Yeah, you can grab that off the stand. Thanks, you guys.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for that was intense. You had fire behind you.
We did. That fire made it. Look at that
Did you
fire.
know? Look at that.
Great.
It's all over
It's
the.
a blaze.
Yeah, well, I can actually.
kinda hot.
I actually can only see a big green screen behind us, but.
It's because you don't have an imagination.
Oh yeah, I think that was the moral actually of that whole experience. Thank you for being here. Actually, to be honest with everybody and to be honest with you guys, I just booked you last minute. I actually have no idea anything about you. So why don't you, I don't know, you're Kevin and you're Alex, but what else is there?
That's pretty much the whole thing. That's it, right?
Yeah.
I'm Alex. I play guitar, obviously, and sing, and I'm a songwriter here at Skidmore. I also play piano and trumpet, and I'm a music major.
Nice.
My name is Kevin, and I played in large jazz ensemble at Skidmore with Alex freshman year, it must have been. And I don't know, we've kind of been getting together and like jamming on and off ever since.
Cool, cool. That's nice. So do you guys have, do you have anything going on right now in either of your, individual lives that you'd like to plug? I mean, you got airtime.
Like together, we don't really have anything going on.
Concrete, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just sort of trying to put stuff together right now. I'm playing with a jazz group that's playing down at the Wine Bar next Thursday. That's like a week from this Thursday night. So everybody, you should come down there. There's always a lot of Skidmore kids. It's always a good time.
And there's wine.
There is.
There's wine. Go, you'll get wine, you'll get Kevin Strang. I mean, what more do you want, right? And are you part of a group?
We actually have an orchestra concert next Saturday or Sunday
Orchestra,
at 3 p.m.
yeah.
Orchestra. Mozart's birthday.
Yeah. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
250 years old this last January.
Now, is that like really his birthday, or is it like kind of like Christmas where we don't really know when he was
Yeah,
born?
I'm guessing it's probably more like we're guessing it was like January 25th or something like that.
Okay, okay. That's cool. Do you guys have anything else you'd like to talk about right now? Because, I mean...
Big...
Let me tell you something about Alex.
Yeah. You guys have any dirt on each other? No. So you guys have known each other since like freshman year.
Yeah.
And you've been sort of getting together off and on jamming. Oh, here's something. The blackout.
Actually,
What did you guys do during the blackout?
Actually, during the blackout, I had my guitar because we had a rehearsal, and we went in Case Center in the pitch black, and there were a couple of us and a couple other our friends, Max and company, Simon, sax player, and we sat in the dark and just jammed out, and by like 2:30 in the morning, like we had a group of probably 15 people. It was a lot of fun, really romantic.
Now, Kevin, you were in the library when the blackout originally occurred, yes?
I was,
Yeah.
Oh, you were too?
There with me.
Why don't you tell me your personal anecdote about the difference between the library and Case Center during the blackout?
It was huge. Well, during in the library, everybody was sitting like huddled over, like struggling to get their work done, and like there was just like a universal expletive that just like arose from all.
You mean like, oh fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That was just it.
Like everybody at once screaming.
Everybody in the whole
Yes,
library, all
losing-
4 floors.
So it was like.
Books fell off shelves.
So it was like when. It was like when the Empire destroyed Alderaan, and it was this great cry out in a big disturbance of the Force all at once, and Obi-Wan Kenobi was like, oh, it was like that?
Yeah. And I was
Right,
Obi-Wan,
okay,
actually.
yeah. You were Obi-Wan.
Yes.
You were, don't be aloof. He's such a pansy.
We were dressed like that at the time.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, you had like
I
blaster
never
and
really found
lightsaber.
my lightsaber.
Me neither. No. Okay, great. And you went to Case Center and everything was chill.
And the difference was unbelievable. By the time I guess people got over to Case, everyone had sort of forgotten that they lost hours of work and were just kind of relaxing,
And we
enjoying
just had
the
free
blackout.
ice cream and
so.
coffee.
Free ice cream. And next time there's a blackout,
Go to
to Case Center.
Yes.
Go to the
Or
spa.
Burgess, rather.
But actually, the spa's dead now. Don't go to the spa. Oh, by the way, we're simultaneously casting in the spa. So if there's anybody there, thank you. I know it's tough being in the barren wasteland that is the spa this year, but yeah, we're simultaneously on the big screen in the spa. If anybody didn't know, if you don't want to trudge all the way to media services, It's nice. It's got a big screen and everything. So, all right. Thank you guys for being on the show.
Thank you.
Can we have one more round of applause for these guys? We got stadium seating. Like, somebody just threw their bra. Somebody just threw their bra. Okay. All right, so listen, before you guys head off, I'm going to cut to this clip here. I've got a nice, tasty treat for all of you. This is my friends in Dogwood B. Jessica Reynolds is going to make us a little something. This is what we call cooking doggy style. Check it out.
Hi, my name is Jessica Reynolds. I am making chili today. And we're just making your traditional beef chili. So we've got our ground beef that needs to be brown, onions and peppers and beans. I like to use at least 2 different kinds of beans. So I have pinto beans and I don't know what kind of beans are. Someone else got them. Kidney beans. So right now I'm browning the beef. It takes some time. So while that happens, I'm going to chop up some vegetables. So I'm going to put in my crock pot. If you don't have a crock pot, you could just keep it on the stove and keep it at a low temperature. And you want to get out all the juice, that's all fat, so I like to make a leaner chili. So this is all the fat that was left over from browning the beef. I just want to say don't dump it down the sink because it's cold out, and when it gets down the sink, it'll solidify and clog your drains. So I have these tomatoes, and they are whole tomatoes, so that means I need to crush them. If you want, you can stir the tomato paste in with water, and that'll make it so it stirs into the chili easier, but I like a thick chili, so I tend not to use very much water. So with the beans, you want to drain them off because they've got this like really starchy like stuff that they're in, and I feel like if you put it in your chili, it's going to make it gummy. So I even like to give them a little rinse, even though most people will tell you not to. So just throw them in. I mean, you can cook your vegetables ahead of time if you want, if you're looking to have your chili done quickly. But I'm just planning to have this sit all day, so it can take all the time it wants to cook. I like to cook it a long time because then all the flavors kind of blend together, and you get nice, and the meat tenderizes, and it just gets extra delicious. Red pepper, ground red pepper. Cumin's very important. And the other one that a lot of people don't usually think of, cinnamon. Cinnamon, don't overdo it, but cinnamon really pulls together flavors, I think. Makes them excellent. So I'm just going to add like a pinch. I'll probably come back later today, test it, see if I want more of something. But just for right now, we want some in to get that flavor going. So now you just set it and forget it. I'm probably going to just keep this on low. I'll put it on high for like half an hour and then turn it down to low. And just let it sit all day. Well, today is like the perfect day for chili because it's cold outside and I'll be trudging home from class and I'll walk in and the whole house is going to smell warm and chili-like and it's going to be awesome.
Master Chef.
Bill, you were a beautiful boy.
Oh, thank you. All right, next up we have, if you were at the Big Top show last night, he was the MC there. He's kind of a big deal. People know him. He performed in the Spa last year. Maybe you've seen some of his tantalizing stand-up comedy. He's got some things on YouTube. Tomorrow night, he's going to be performing in New York City at the Gotham Comedy Club. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Fleming.
Wow. Yes. Thank you, crowd. What a massive crowd it is. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Oh, great. Here's another one of those lesbian comics. But I'm not any lesbian comic. I'm a good one. This is going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight, guys. We're going to have so much fun. A little about me. I like my women like I like my barbecue grills. Hot, sturdy, and turned on by my dad. That's right. My friends, they're really into pickup lines. I am not. I can never pull them off. They always walk up to girls who are like, is your dad an astronaut? Because you are out of this world. I can't do that. That's not me. They're like, Chris, give it a try. I'm like, no. They're like, come on. I'm like, okay, fine. So I walk up to a girl. I'm like, is your dad a paleontologist? Because I think somebody told me your dad was a paleontologist. Yes! That's a good crowd tonight. This is rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. Rock and roll. This is uncensored. A skit TV, you can do it. I've never sworn on stage until now, motherfuckers. We're gonna live forever. We are gonna live forever. The other day, I went to Best Buy to make the Best Buy, and something happened. I really hit it off with a cashier, a young lady. Sparks were flying. There's fireworks. It's There's really no punchline to that. I just kind of like to do that. Why is it that people love to tell you about when they see deer? You ever notice that? If you know somebody and they see a deer, you're gonna find out about it. You know, like I'll be sitting down eating a meal, which is rare, but I'll be eating a meal, and as soon as the word deer is mentioned, people come flocking out of neighborhoods with their deer tallies. They get like competitive and nasty about it. Isn't that right, Bill? Bill's right here, ladies and gentlemen. Bet you wouldn't know that with the beauty of, oh wait, let's do a little bit of this. That's the magic of TV right there. How did he do that? How did he do that? Thank you. What a terrific audience. What a terrific crowd. This is beautiful. A little about me. I like to watch everyday people trying to be heroes.
You're my hero, Chris.
Oh, Bill, get out of town. Seriously. For example, on the subway, there are two safety precautions that can be taken. You can sit or you can hold on to a rail while standing. There's always a guy who takes advantage of neither of these opportunities. He stands, but he doesn't hold on to anything because he's trying to be a hero. Okay? And as soon as he sets foot on the subway and denies both seat and rail, like Peter to Jesus, he's already established himself as the hero. Him doing this sets the people on board. You don't have to be afraid anymore. A hero's come. So once he's done this, there's no turning back. If he starts getting thrown around like a child of divorce, he cannot oomph to save himself. So what he does, he plays it off like he's voluntarily relocating himself, like one of the posters catches us up. This fascinates me. This is a real treat. Thanks, guys. Thank you. You guys liked that one. I know you did. That one was for you. Per request. What else we got? Oh, this was Parents' Weekend, which was a real treat. Parents' Weekend. I've noticed parents, they're not really on this. They're not really flowing with our vernacular. Like they don't like older people. They don't understand the way we talk. Like my mother was like a little while ago. She was like, "Hey Chris, Grandma's gonna be in town. You want to hook up with her later?" And I was like, "No, Mom. No, she's way too clingy. No. Oh, too soon? Too soon? Also, another example of that, I was in a department store not long ago, don't mean to brag, with my grandfather, and we went in the dressing room, and then we came out, and the lady was like, "How'd you guys make out?" And I was like, "That is none of your business." That is none of your business. How are we doing for time, Bill? What do you want? I could do like 6 more hours if you. Is that cool?
Do you want to?
It's like 4 in the morning right now. Oh, look at this.
It's like 11:30.
Who's that stud on that TV screen right there? We're in the spa right now. Have you guys noticed how all the workers of the spa have their own like system of a down? Yeah. Goatee going on. What are they, like a tribute band? It's adorable. It's simply adorable. Let's see what else. Oh, I've been noticing facial hair recently. I really I really appreciate being, unable to do it myself. Me buying a razor is like Helen Keller buying an iPod. Too soon again. Too soon. Well, I mean, I grow. I'm thinking about getting stubble tattooed to my face. I'm thinking that's not a joke. It's actually a thought of mine. But I grow hair. People are like, Chris, you must not grow. I actually do, but it's transparent, so it goes out to here, so you only feel it if you walk close to me, you get a little tickle, like a ghost is tickling you, which might happen to this guy right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No, but I really like the grizzled, stubbled look. It says I'm relaxed. I'm gonna let Mother Nature have her way with me. But there's something depraved, something very sick about the mustache. Am I right? There's something very deliberate and premeditated. It doesn't just happen. No, it involves the removal of other regions of hair. It's not negligence. It's decision making. You always get the same vibe from these guys. I walk in in a diner eating a eggs Benedict with a jean jacket on. I look at them. I'm like, I don't agree with that. And they look back with a look that says, I know what I'm doing. Yes, it's no accident. The sound guy just laughed at that. He liked that. Didn't you like that? Yeah, he did. What else? What else we want to talk about? I'm trying to think. Bill, you wanna end it? You wanna have a little interview?
Yeah, let's have an interview.
Let's have a little chat. A little chit chat. Thanks, live audience. You guys have been terrific. Let's do this, Bill.
You got the stool. Get away from my chair.
I'm sorry.
This is my space.
I'm really sorry.
You can have your stool though.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Thanks.
Thank you,
that was
Bill.
marvelous.
Thank you.
So we'll put a
You're
laugh.
turning into a wonderful young man.
Yeah, thank you. We'll put a laugh track on this. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay, good.
All right. So your thing tomorrow night in Gotham Comedy Club in New York. Is Batman involved?
No, he's not. Unfortunately, no.
Bummer.
No, no, he's not.
Okay.
I'm not
So how'd you get to this? What's this all about?
Comedy?
No, not comedy in general. That's a pretty big abstract idea. We don't have time for that. But
Okay.
How'd you get into this gig tomorrow night? How did that happen?
Oh, it's just through do work in the club circuit. It's through
Club circuit.
in New York City.
Intense.
And being.
Yeah, you called me randomly in
Yeah.
the spring of last year. This was during senior week.
I was
Everyone
lonely.
was gone. No, I'm not.
I
your
need someone
booty.
to talk to.
I'm
Bill.
not your booty call, Chris. I'm sorry. I was going through some stuff at the time. That was mean to do that to me. No, all of a sudden, the dorms are empty, and you give me a call, and you're like, Bill, come on, come to New York. Come to New York right now.
That was me. Yep.
I'm like, I'm in New York, and you're like, no, the city, idiot. I don't know geography.
I wanted you to come to one of my shows. Yeah.
Yeah, you had it. So you've been doing this for a while.
I had I had a lot of time to do stuff last semester.
Yeah, you did have a lot of time to do
had a
stuff
lot of
last
time to do
semester.
stuff,
I'm glad you're
you know?
back, though, you and Jeremy.
There's a lot of
What-
Parcheesi games.
Yeah, a lot of Parcheesi.
A lot of Parcheesi with you.
It's good to be back. You feel
It's
like...
great to be back.
I'm glad. We're all glad. Are you guys glad to have him back?
Oh, cut it out. Oh, stop it.
So
Thank you.
you're gone for a semester. You come back and MC a show.
Beautiful things happen, Bill.
Yeah.
Wonderful things happen.
What did you do with that semester off besides Parcheesi?
I opened a veterinary clinic
Good. I need to get neutered.
outside of Baltimore.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I don't like this height difference. It's like a status thing.
It is. That's a very low chair, actually, by the way.
That's a
noticing
really
when I
high
was sitting
stool.
over there.
I don't need to. I
I'll
don't
do
feel
a
the
little,
need to
I'll do a
compensate.
little. I've been doing slouching. I don't know
Oh
if you
yeah.
noticed.
Look, I'm a gargoyle. I'm
Yeah,
ready
you
to
are.
So you've been working the circuit,
I've been working the
and now you're on TV.
I'm on Skid TV.
You're on Skid TV. Skid TV, people.
Skid TV.
Yeah.
Big time.
Big time. This is
Big time.
This is where it's at. This isn't cable bullshit. This
No.
is Skid TV.
No. What do
Yeah.
you think Dickinson does with their TV station?
They probably just jack off.
Okay.
I don't know.
Too soon.
Yeah,
Way too soon.
I think so. Actually, you can't say too soon with Dickinson because that's a place, not a time. That's not an event in history.
I've been saying too soon all night.
Oh, well, yeah, that's sort of the punchline to most of your jokes.
The majority of
So,
my
like,
jokes.
that was premeditated. You knew all those were going to be tasteless and offensive then.
That's how I would describe myself. Tasteless and offensive.
I describe you as
Any
that
of
way
you
too.
singles out there, tasteless and offensive.
But there's more to you than just your appearance.
No, there isn't.
Okay, so your appearance is tasteless and offensive, and that's it. That's all.
And
there is.
boyish.
Well, I'm glad we got that out. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
No. But there's anything else you want to talk about?
Good. No. I think since we've gone way over, we started.
Oh, have
we? No, I mean we started so late.
Yeah, it is pretty late.
With all that bullshit about the arts and entertainment review. I think it's time to wrap up. I think we're gonna have Kevin and Alex back up here, and they're gonna play us a little tune while the credits roll on the green screen.
Let's do it.
You guys ready? You ready for this? All right. I want to thank just briefly while they're getting their shit together. I want to thank everyone we had here tonight. I want to thank Master Chef Jessica Reynolds in Dogwood Bee. I want to thank John Batch, our illustrator backstage, all the help that I've gotten from Sean Moran in Media Services, and Strudel, who's back there working the switcher right now. He's my producer. I couldn't have done this without him. And I want to thank our on-set mute and unmute guy.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's your name?
I'm Chris.
Chris, I want to thank Chris.
Hey, man.
Hey, are you the guy with the world news? You got the news
I have
show?
the crappy show. Hey.
You have, hey, all right. Chris has a news show. When is
Hey.
it? When is it?
8:30 usually.
It's usually at 8:30. Everybody watch Skid TV at 8:30, and then again at 10:30. But not in between. And Shave Talk too. Watch Shave Talk. That's good. Trevor and I like those guys. So I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. I want to thank Chris, Kevin, Alex, people who helped me set up, people who helped me start late, and it's been a good show. Thank you. Thank you. Take it away, you guys. Take it away.
Look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to get everything you ever wanted, one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? His arms are heavy, knees weak, palms are heavy. He's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd grows so loud. He opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking now. Everyone's choking now. Clock run out. Time's up. Over. Wow. Snap back to reality. Up, there goes gravity. Up, there goes gravity. Yo, he's so mad, but he won't give up. That is, he knows he won't have it. He knows when he goes back to that mobile home. That's when it's back to the lab again. Yo, this old rhapsody better go back to this moment. Oh, but don't you better lose yourself in the music. The moment you want it, you better never let it go. You only got one shot, do not miss the chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. No.